two broke fucks. We're two broke fucks.
Broke.
We're two broke fucks.
Broke.
We're two broke fucks. We're two broke fucks.
Very broke.
We're two broke fucks.
I'm broke.
We're two broke fucks.
Broke.
We're two broke fucks.
Brokety, two broke fucks. We're two broke fucks. Broke.
We're two broke fucks.
Broken.
Two broke fucks.
Brokety.
We're two broke fucks.
Broke.
We broke as fuck.
Brokety.
We're two brokes fuck.
Broke. Wait, that's hilarious. So this is two broke fucks, and it's funny. It sounded like you said two bros fuck after a while. Say two broke fucks 10 times fast.
That's what we're doing.
Sounds like two bros.
We're two
fuck.
bros fuck.
No, it's two broke fucks. I thought we agreed on the name of the podcast. It was two broke fucks, not two bros fuck. We're not.
I was kind of confused. I thought you said two bros fuck.
Well, we get confused. It happens. This is two broke fucks. I'm James Hammond.
I'm Myles Pirie. And we
Are two
broke fucks.
Yes.
Because we are broke as fuck.
Oh man, yeah. I mean, you gotta laugh about that shit. So we figured we're just gonna make a podcast about our lives, about what we do, about the things going on in the world, our views, our takes on it from the angle of two broke fucks. You know, because there's a lot of rich people out there doing podcasts, a lot of people who have sway and authority. We don't have any of that. This is from the average Joe's point of view. You know,
Who can relate to that?
us.
No, I mean the rich guys that are doing the podcast.
Yeah,
Who's
we're
gonna
talking
relate to that
billionaires.
shit? So you can relate to
Like millionaires can still relate to us. But it's the billionaires.
I'm sure they can remember when they. No, they can't remember when they weren't fucking broke. They've erased that from their memory.
Fuck, pretty much anyone who's got more money than me, fuck them.
They've erased that from the fucking memory. They think we're dirt. They think we're fucking nothing.
Yeah, that too goddamn. So you can tell there's a little bit of bitterness here on our sides.
I drink a lot of coffee, so my life is bitter.
Speaking of, we're gonna put the kettle on. Get some coffee. But we are. Tell us about a little bit about you, Myles.
Well,
so the people can know you.
I am broke as fuck, but I do have a 9 to 5. I work at a home decoration place. That's their like stock receiving guy.
Just like
I'm a receiver.
I remember growing up as a kid, I'd always say, some kids would be like, when I grew up, I want to be a policeman. When I grew up, I want to be a fireman. And then I'd always say, when I grew up, I want to be a shipper and receiver.
Yeah, I want to move boxes when I grow up. That's what I want to do. I want to cut boxes open and I want to seal them back up and move them around.
Which is better than what I'm doing with my life right now, which is I don't work a 9 to 5. I pretty much do nothing. I sit home fretting about my kid I'm about to have with my girlfriend. I'm pregnant, but and I don't have a job, so I'm extremely broke. That's a good angle to come from someone who's about to be a father, and I have really no financial anything going on right now. In fact, I'm like 20 grand in debt to the government for school.
But soon he's gonna make it.
Yeah, I'm gonna make it. Every day, I'm gonna make it. I have a buddy, Paul Thompson. Shout out Paulie Walnuts. He has this great mentality. He's like, every day is the day. It's gonna be today.
Yeah,
it's gonna be this week.
That's a fantastic mantra to live by.
If you never lose that, then it's
it just usually doesn't work out.
Come on,
no, I'm just kidding. that was. I know.
That's why we're broke. Because we have this mentality.
Exactly.
We have that broke mentality. We were raised that way. Let's give us a little bit of your background. Were you from a broken, I'm
from a broken home. No, I'm just kidding. I'm from a broke family for sure. I mean, like that's broke is as broke does. The apple doesn't fall far from the broke tree.
A house cannot be physically broken.
I think we're ringing this broke thing a little too much. No, I'm just kidding.
No, yeah, we've said the word broke about 1,000 fucking times. All right, we're not going to say it. Let's play a game now. We're going to try to not say the B word, for the rest of the podcast, okay?
Bitch.
That's fine.
Yeah, okay, alright.
Because we said it's the other one.
So, yeah, I'm from Alberta. I come from a small town called Sundre. It was a town of like...
Sundre, stand up!
Yeah, Sundre, stand up! In the house! Where's my Sundre peeps? Yeah, crickets.
And what's it like out there? Pretty religious? Pretty...
I mean, semi-religious, I guess, but not really. It's just kind of like a hicky town.
Just a semi-transport truck dressed as the Pope? Semi-religious?
Semi-religious. It's a semi-Paul. Yeah, I just used to play hockey growing up. That was fun.
So big sports guy. Love wrestling. You love sports.
Yeah, I went through a little bit of a hard time lately, so I'm just trying to like stop doing the bad things that I was doing.
Bad things. What were you into?
The ambrosia,
drug use. We've all been down that road before.
Yeah.
Totally. But you're on the mend. That's awesome, man. I'm proud of you. It's happy to get off.
Yeah. Instead of that, now I smoke cigarettes, and it's fantastic.
The legal cocaine.
Yeah, exactly.
That's funny because I used to be super drunk, like a super drunk. I've been to a drunk tank.
That was his. That was
times.
his like super comic book hero. Super.
Do you need someone to get drunker than you at a party? I'm here to make you less stupid.
That was his superpower.
Yeah, it's horrible, right? But it's funny because now that I don't drink like that, I have this kind of. I don't drink anymore.
Yeah.
You know, I still drink though, but I don't get drunk because I really can't. I drink 3 beers and I get tired. Like, all right, 7:30, time for bed.
Fucking dad over here.
I was lucky with the blow though, like I was saying earlier.
Yeah.
That I only ever done it maybe like 20, 30 handfuls of time.
Yeah.
And really it's rude because I'd only do it when people would offer it to me, more than 3 times, right? Be like, yeah, okay, fine. But you do the coke, and I'd always do it when I was really, really drunk. So someone would be like, you want to be like, no, then I get really drunk, fine. Like, all right, fine, give me some of that. And I'd usually just pass right out or blackout drunk. I think we should call it whiteout drunk because I feel that white people do it more.
Drunk, yeah, totally. Yeah,
I'd always wake up and it would just be like felt so shitty. 2-day hangover, so I'd always associate the cocaine with just the worst hangover imaginable. Like Phil Collins is playing a drum roll in your chest, like your headache. There's just like a fucking marionette puppet in your head demonizing your dreams. Like you just can't think. Headaches. You can't sleep. Every time you try to sleep, you feel like you're gonna die. So you have to run. You try to run. People look at you like you're weird. It's just the worst hangover. And so I associate cocaine with bad shit. I had a couple buddies go down the deep end like crazy Calvin. I won't say his last name, but he went hardcore off the deep end. I think he was going to be crazy anyway, but the cocaine set him off, and he just went.
It's a trigger. It's a trigger for sure.
It's a hell of a drug.
That's what a nice fella named Rick James once said.
Yeah, we know. Oh, really? Please tell me who Rick James is.
He was a super freak.
Super freak. So you're from Alberta. I'm from Guelph, born in Montreal, lived in Guelph, Ontario.
Go Labs, go.
About 120,000 people there. Pretty degenerate town, blue collary. You got, went to Toronto, lived there. I'm trying to be a stand-up comedian, rapper. I've been doing that since I was 16, so a lot of arts. I'm successfully failing at every art form, pretty much, is what I'm fucking doing, right? Like painting, I fail at.
Hey, fucking, I bought one of your paintings the other day. I didn't.
See, Myles has this mental disorder where sometimes he turns into a cab driver from New York City.
Yeah.
And as far as mental disorders go, it's a pretty fucking good one.
His name's Jimmy. There's nothing wrong with Jimmy. He worked at a pizza shop for a while,
Do you ever work at a pizza shop?
No, Jimmy did.
I've worked at Pizza Hut before.
Nice. Did they do the cheese crust back then?
They did do the cheese crust, and I actually screwed. Okay,
He fucked a cheese crust once.
No, when I was working at Pizza Hut, I fucked him over so good because I used to steal a lot from where I was 16, and they used to sell beer at the Pizza Hut. So I take like 4 or 5 beers every day. Then they had this keg, and one day I'm like, I'm gonna take the keg, but there was cameras, so I went behind like this spot where there's no cameras. I put the keg into a garbage bag, brought the garbage bag outside. Because I'm taking out the garbage. Exactly, like carrying it like a Santa Claus carrying a dead body. I throw it behind the dumpsters. After work, I get off. I jump the fence. I bring the keg over. I end up biking down a hill, holding this keg near one arm, like super fast. I show up at this basketball court with like 16, 17 people I know are there. They're all like, is that James? They're like, he's got a keg, holy fuck! Oh, they're like, yeah. They start cheering as they see me bike up. They're like, yo, this is crazy. Like,
he is a superhero.
And they're just like, yo, dude, do you got the tap?
Were you wearing a cape?
I wasn't, but they're like, do you got the tap? And I'm like, the what? They're like, you need a tap to drink from the keg. I'm like, to drink from I'm like, I didn't know that. Like, fuck. So then, like, we had to, like, press on the top nozzle of the fucking keg. I would just, like, pressurized shoot into her face, like fucking into her. So we're just blasting our fucking faces off with beers. So half the people were like, this is bullshit. They left, but then, like, me and, like, 6 or 7 kids got really fucking drunk off keg beer from Pizza Hut. So shout out Pizza Hut. And fucking
shout out Pizza Hut, Guelph, Ontario.
What do you want in your coffee?
Yeah, just a little bit of sugar, man. And then cream.
So Guelph, a little pretty degenerate upbringing for myself. But, yeah, it's fun stuff. Yeah, that's where I am. And
Yeah, we're fucking. We smoke a lot of weed.
Yeah, we do smoke. make some noise if you smoke some. Just right now in the room.
Yeah.
No one's making noise.
In the back? No? Right. Yeah. So we live in Vancouver, Canada right now.
That's where we live, Vancouver.
It's a pretty fun city to live in if you smoke marijuana.
Yeah, and if you're a lethargic shithead.
Yeah, exactly.
No, I love this city. It's great. A lot of yoga pants. If you like it's ripped Vancouver.
Lululemon is a very successful business in Vancouver, if you know what I'm saying.
Everywhere else in Canada, Lululemon is just worn by chicks. You come to Vancouver and the guys wear it here too.
Yeah, that's true. They've really branched out from yoga pants.
I'm alright with it.
Yeah.
You get these confusing things where you fucking... I won't get into it. Sometimes you see dudes on bikes and whatever, you gotta try. Whatever, let's move on.
Yeah, that was me.
So this is Two Broke Fucks. Oh, god damn it. Punch me in the arm. I said fucking the B word.
Oh shit. That's okay. I think we've
No, that's fair. We have to have some kind of punishment for saying the B word.
Oh shit. But that's what we live. Oh no.
Okay, we can't say it till the end.
Okay, alright. One episode, we're gonna go without it. This is Two Fucks.
No, Two Broke Fucks. Oh, god damn it, I said it again.
That's alright.
Alright, so anyway, because remember before I said we can't say it anymore.
Oh yeah.
Memory. See, we do smoke.
Okay, so...
So on the show, we're just going to talk about random shit, and, I do watch a lot of conspiracy videos myself. We're into sports, conspiracies, random, a little bit of politics, not too much. And generally we joke around about the most unfunny shit in attempts to make it funny. That's kind of our goal here.
Yeah.
From an angle of two broke people, god damn it, who are coming from, just the lower echelons of society, I'd say.
I think it's more of you got a lot of podcasts out there.
Not the lowest echelons, because we wouldn't have a podcast if we were in the low, like eating garbage out of a sewer, rat shish kebabs, and fucking some slum in Mumbai somewhere. Like we're not there.
We're just a lot of the podcasts out there are made by a lot of people out there that aren't really relatable. So I think maybe people can more relate to the two broke fucks.
Obviously, people can relate to us.
Yeah, we're just two broke fucks, and that's what you are too.
We're so. What are we into? What we want to talk about this week was so I was watching some conspiracy videos, and Joe Rogan comes up a lot, and Alex Jones, right? And apparently, there's this big beef going on between Joe Rogan. You guys know Joe Rogan from
Fear Factor, and
the guy who wait, what was I saying? How many people get PTSD from looking at Joe Rogan's face?
Fucking making them think of their arachnophobia or their fucking fear of snakes, or how he made them eat fucking cow testicles.
You're flipping through the channels, you see Joe Rogan. It's like, oh my god! It's like what? It's like I thought at the time I had to eat a goat dick.
I do that on the regular.
Yeah, Joe Rogan scarred me for life. From Fear. So Joe Rogan and then Alex Jones, the conspiracy guy, used to be really kind of level-headed into more taking out the big business, corporate dudes who run the world, but then gradually has gone in lizard people, crazy shit, just kind of gone a bit off the rocker, I feel. So he's a little bit angrier these days than he used to be. But anyway, he's a conspiracy dude.
He's angry about what they've done to the gay frogs. I don't know.
Yeah, he had this whole thing about how they're turning the frogs gay because of estrogen in the plastic. And there's might be some, pretty convincing science behind it.
Look, the frogs are French. The French are gay.
That sounds logical. Trump's like, that's it. We got to do Paris.
Build a wall.
Build a wall around Paris.
Paris, Texas, right?
So mainly what we wanted to get at is Joe Rogan, Alex Jones. Who would win in a fight?
I think
seems pretty clear on the surface.
Yes.
Right in the ring.
I think it's a Joe Rogan.
Give us a breakdown, Myles.
Joe Rogan.
Give us the breakdown.
I think Joe Rogan.
Give us the breakdown, Myles Pirie.
He was a Taekwondo champion growing up in Boston, and I think Joe Rogan's really got this one technically speaking. And if it was a longer fight, I think it'd be Joe Rogan for sure, because endurance-wise, I think Alex Jones might cough up a lung or something.
So Rogan for sure. You're seeing Rogan in a street fight from his training. He's gonna kick his ass, and he's more fit. He's in shape. Jones looks like he's been eating just logs of lard for a long time. But anyway, so I will say in this, if they were fighting in a ring, Jones has about 5 seconds to win the fight. If he could get a crazy burst of Alex Jones' rage, and he takes, because you see this guy and he looks angry, and if you can get that anger and turn it into like a hit, like he could get that one lucky hit.
Oh, for
and
sure.
maybe take down Rogan. But
I'm sure he's got one punch power.
Yeah, the one punch power.
As they say.
But he doesn't get that. Rogan's probably gonna block it, kick his ass. But say they had a sanction match.
Yeah. Say we put the Hell in the Cell cage over top of this ring, and throw a bunch of weapons involved. I think Alex Jones has got this.
Alex, yeah, because they would say, I think this with his secret covert op tactics, right? He's got that conspiracy side of things. He'd be like, all right, let's meet up here at the Madison Square Gardens for, Hell in the Cell 5.
UFC 192 Hell in the Cell.
And they go to fight. Joe Rogan shows up. He comes out to his music. What's Rogan's music?
Fucking
Rogan's dance music when he comes out.
Yeah, he's got Mongolian throat music or something like
ayahuasca shaman singing. He's doing backflips and shit.
Yeah.
And then Jones would be in the rafters with a sniper rifle, and he would just take him out then. That's his crafty side of shit.
I think you're right.
Yeah.
I think you're right.
Or he'd put like a tack with like poison on it in his shoe or something. Rogan's like, ow, my foot! It's like, Bob Marley style, you just got taken out, mofos. That Bob Marley. Yeah, so we're going, in a fight, Rogan 100%. If there's any kind of preemptive scenario to it where there's planning involved, Jones could be crafty and really sneaky with it, and he's got that anger with him. So that's a 1-1. No, Rogan on top at the end of it. Let's go Rogan.
Rogan on top.
This is a Canadian-based show, even though we do like to talk about the whole world.
I mean, yeah, the whole world is like kind of where things happen. Canada's just like our little safe place, that we're gonna talk about a little bit.
Now, a good Canadian dude who, if you don't know, who I'd love to see get in a fight, Kevin O'Leary.
I wouldn't say he's a good Canadian.
No, he's a horrible Canadian.
A horrible fucking
If you
person.
don't know Kevin O'Leary, he's from Dragon's Den. He's like that CEO. Like I love money. I don't like the stench of poor people. It's
he's
disgusting.
even on Shark Tank. If you fucking are an American listener, I think he makes appearances on the Shark Tank.
He is on Shark Tank.
He's on Shark Tank too. So he's a fucking bigwig, fucking slime ball.
Yeah, I think he's a slime ball. But that's because we're too broke.
Fucks.
We're too broke. So we don't like this. Anyway, he's always just buying businesses. He's like, I'll give you 10%, $10 million for all the company. Turns into a weasel, right? Like Kevin O'Leary's spirit animal is some kind of like badger or like marmot.
He kind of looks like the penguin.
For sure.
If he was like gangrene a little bit or whatever.
His spirit animal is the penguin.
The penguin. Yeah, from Batman.
Strictly from Batman.
Yeah, like Danny DeVito style.
So Kevin O'Leary, I'd like to see him fight. Personally, I'd like to see him fight a bear.
A good Canadian dude.
A black bear.
A good Canadian dude. A bear.
A bear. Just a bear.
Just a bear.
Or okay, fine. That's unfair. We can't have a bear. I would say who Kevin O'Leary would be in a good fight against Canadian. Okay,
good Canadian.
The Mountie from Due South, Paul Gross.
There we go.
He's also in that curling movie, Men with Brooms. And
okay. Now I'm putting a face to him.
He's like the T-1000, but of Canadian, the Canadian T-1000,
yeah.
The Mountie shirt on.
Yeah, exactly.
Kevin O'Leary versus Paul Gross. Who would win in a fight?
I'm going for Paul Gross for sure, because Kevin O'Leary's just a little weasel. He'd probably have to fucking pay somebody to fight for him.
Oh, that's a good point.
He'd be like the $1 million man and get like a black dude to fight for him, like Virgil.
Oh shit. It's gonna be a big black guy.
It's 2019. He'd get any guy.
No. Let's be honest. It's gonna be a black dude, physically superior. They got generally bigger, or maybe I think I'm just lazy and I'm not as strong. But you see a lot of jacked black dudes.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Yes.
Especially when I'm staring at them in the change room.
Yeah. Two broke fucks. Two broke back fucks.
Especially when I'm totally gay all the time. Totally gay radio. What's up? This is two gay fucks. Should we go for that angle? No. Hit every side.
Yeah, we got it.
We're two feminist fucks. What's up? Next on Two Feminist Fucks. Yo, we're two fat fucks. What's up? Next on Two Fat Fucks. Yo, we're two Asian fucks. Two Asian fucks. Next on Two Asian fucks. We're two Asian girls. No, two. I can't. I'm so fucking stoned, man. Oh my! We smoke a lot of weed on this shit.
Yeah, we smoke a lot of weed every day.
Yeah, pretty much every. But I use it. To be honest, I use weed as medication for sure. Because I used to take my parents when I was young. They put me on Ritalin because I was a hyper spazzy kid. Something's wrong with me. It's like, sorry, I just think of shit differently. And so instead of that, I got off that in like high school, started smoking weed to kind of cope with it. So I smoke weed daily, and I feel like it helps me calm my brain down to a point where I can just like deal with stuff in a normal basis.
And that also could just be an excuse I use because I enjoy it.
Right? I use it medically too.
Yeah,
for all of my
for
all of my ailments.
I just got this cool gas mask bong, medically speaking, for sure.
I definitely had a few of those in my day.
Dude, it's got these sweet Jolly Rancher edible candies, medically speaking.
Medically speaking.
It's strictly medical. I now can... All right, put this THC capsule on your tongue. Now lick my ass. Medically speaking, for sure. I only do this medicinally.
Yeah, definitely. Two gay fucks.
Two everything fucks. We're representing every
fuck matters.
All right, I think we've used so many F words. In the F word. Oh, okay, well, yeah. So Joe Rogan versus Alex Jones was a fight. Kevin O'Leary versus Paul Gross. I want to see Kevin O'Leary get his ass beat by that Mountie.
But what if we swapped Paul Gross out? I mean, it's either anyone we put against him, unless we're like, putting a handicapped person up against old O'Leary there is going to win.
Well, let's be realistic. We're not making fun of handicapped people, but in a realistic situation, a handicapped person
would probably kick Kevin O'Leary's ass.
No. Kevin O'Leary has all his body parts.
Yeah, you're right.
With the correct machinery, a person in the wheelchair could run him over in a sneak attack.
Yeah.
Person in a wheelchair, hit him with a crutch.
We'll just give him a monster wheelchair.
You ever hit a kid with a crutch?
No, I haven't, because I never had to use crutches until just recently.
No, I mean, have you ever hit a kid who had crutches?
Oh, not to my knowledge.
I got a pretty funny story of that. I just remembered it.
Awesome.
I remember
I like it.
I went to Waverly Drive Elementary School growing up.
Shout out to Waverly Drive.
Waverly Drive, Mr. Henshaw, old principal, R.I.P. And I was going to school there, and this kid, he was such a douche. I won't name his name because he's a nice guy now, and I like him. But growing up, he was a prick. Josh was his name. Josh. No, see, there's two Josh B's, and it's not Josh Breeze, who's a good buddy of mine. It's this other Josh guy. So anyway, Bastion was his last name. Fuck him, they're not gonna listen. But this guy came and he showed up at the school and he was talking about how he was an awesome skateboarder and all this stuff, and he wasn't that good. And then he
fucking X Games.
And then he showed up the next day. We were all making fun of him about being a fake skateboarder. And he showed up the next day with an injury on his knee, and he had crutches. And we're like, oh, what's wrong? And he showed us the injury, and it was like a scrape on his knee. He scraped his knee.
So he scraped his knee.
So this kid scrapes his fucking knee.
So he didn't need the crutches.
No, he didn't need the crutches, right?
So let's
all right. And enough with the knee joke. Let me get it. So he didn't. He had this scrape on his knee. I started making fun of him. I'm like, buddy, I'm like, scrape knee. I'm like, look up. He's like, yeah, I need the crutches. I'm like, look at my knees. I had like 20 scrapes on him, bruises. My knees looked like a goddamn
like a kid.
No, my knees looked like a whore who was in an alley filled with glass. Let me finish this metaphor. All right, it looked like a whore. Let me finish the metaphor. Let me finish it. It looked like a whore in an alley filled with glass and broken bottles who had finished giving blowjobs. That's how my scrape knees look like. All right.
2 gay fucks.
So my knees are more scraped than this dude's. And I'm like, I should need the crutches more than you. And he's like, yo, I'm like, bussy, and I'm making fun of him. And he's like, yo, you need the crutches? And this kid smokes me in the back of the head with his crutch.
WWF!
But real.
Yeah, I know.
Smokes me in the head. I drop. And I'm like, oh, and I'm like, so like, what the fuck? And I stand up. He's turns his back to me, and he's just hobbling away fakely on his crutches. And there's these garbage cans
with both legs.
Yeah. And there's these garbages they had on the playground, like big metal ones that you could use. And I'm like, motherfucker. So I pick up this metal garbage can. I run behind him, and I just boom right in the back of that.
Equally WWF.
And then I just start smoking him with the garbage can. Everyone's getting and people, but no one. The only thing most people saw was me going. And like running at him with a garbage can and hitting him. So when it got to the office, it was just James attacked this kid with crutches. And I'm like, I did, but no one saw the first part. And so that was all my thing, is I was a loud attacker growing up. I'd yell and then I'd attack. These other kids would like poke, I'll silently poke, and then I'd go, yeah, and do the loud attack.
You gotta be more stealthy with your attacks.
Oh, I was the person who got their buttons pushed. But I'm better now. But I get my button. People they know how to push me, but then they regret it because I go overboard.
Oh, I mean, I think we're both in the same boat there because I'm Spazzy Ginger.
Are you Spazzy Ginger? Nice. Spazcast. Dude, the Spazcast. That might be better than Two Broke Fox.
Two Broke Fox.
Spazcast is pretty good.
Spazcastic.
All right, well, Spazcastic.
We're gonna talk about
Spazcastic.
Spazcastic.
Cast spastic?
Cast-pastic.
That's pretty dope. Yeah. Those are good names.
We're riffing on our
podcast, our possible future podcast names. But what else do we want to? Oh yeah, so these days we're talking about dating. We're in different spots dating wise. I got a fucking girlfriend. I got pregnant. What's your sitch?
There is no sitch.
Kind of on the. He's leaving ladies.
Ladies, if you're out there, come on down.
Which brings us to my house right now. It's not. It's in the woods.
Yeah.
Here's the directions. It's on the back of a lambskin.
Exactly.
Here's my party invitation. Oh yeah, that is pubic hair taped in there.
Check out my newsletter. You can find.
It's called You Die Weekly.
Find it at spazzyginger.com.
Here's pictures of you from you as a kid. You don't even have them. How did I get these? No. But dating, it's a crazy world these days. So we're talking about, before we're talking about it, is that dating these days with Tinder.
Oh my God!
So Tinder, it's so fucked up.
Yeah, we can go. We're still on the fights, I think here. So
fuck the fights. The fights we already figured out. Kevin O'Leary versus Paul Gross.
Yeah, I mean, but here we go. Our new opponents are Tinder versus POF.
Tinder versus POF. That is a good segue with the fights.
See, I think
who would win in a fight? Tinder versus POF.
Yeah, exactly. Tinder versus POF. I think POF is more like.
So POF for anyone. Look, I think
we're a little old, so.
Yeah, we're both in the same range. I keep on looking at you like you're. I'm like, no, listen here, young, and you're like 2 years younger than me.
We're dating ourselves here by talking about POF.
I'm 34.
I'm 32.
And yeah, Myles and James. What's up?
Two broke fucks. The Spazcast.
Spazcastic.
The Spazcast with two broke fucks.
Yeah, that's it. Boom, nailed it. But I was generally an in-person dude, and we were talking about this. So back in the day, so here's the theory I have in mind. Hear me out on this. If I have a theory on this, if you're a tall person, 6 feet or over,
which neither of us are.
No, neither of us are. We're like 5'9", 5'10" on a good day.
Yeah.
My card says 6'4". It's funny. I went to get my driver's license. Like, how tall? I'm like 6'4", and she's typed it in. I'm like, that was a joke. And she's like, oh yeah, sorry, I just didn't pay attention. I'm like, that's honestly, right? And my whole life, I've had to rely on being like, smart, witty, charming, funny. I mean, amazingly good looking. No, not really that good looking, but whatever. Just doing my own thing, being funny. And these dudes you meet who are like, tall, kind of stupid, and girls are just attracted to them, and they've never had to do anything to attract a woman in their life. So they don't even know. There's like, yeah, I was walking around farting all day, and I work in mutual funds. It's like, it's like, whatever. I don't understand what I'm talking about. I don't understand these people. But back in the day, I had to meet girls at bars like that, and just talking to people. You go to bars generally was a thing. Or then POF came out. Plenty of Fish, which is an online fucking dating site.
And the douchiest thing that you could say to somebody when they've broken up with somebody, it's like, your buddy's super sad and fucking, he just got dumped by his, the love of his life, and you
You're
just
supposed to get married. Let's act it out. Okay, so I'm the guy that got broken up with. She left me.
No, but James, it's okay. Look. There's plenty of fish in the sea.
What the fuck does that mean? I should become a fisherman?
It means that there's other fish out there that you can catch.
It's like, what is it? So pretty much tell the person to give up on love and go become a fisherman.
Yeah, basically. I think that's just go try and catch and release, right?
That's the worst thing to say. There's so many fish in this. Man, Plenty of Fish was the worst because on Plenty of Fish, people would put up pictures. And it would never be what they'd look like in person. I went on.
No, it was like a picture of you of them from like when they were 13.
Yeah, and you're like, damn, she's hot.
I don't know why I said that.
Yeah, it was just joking around. We're comedians. We're jokers. Well, I'm a comedian officially, so you're a pedophile.
Yeah, that's basically.
He's gonna do one open mic.
I'm registered.
Voter. Registered voter. So
exactly.
I remember going on one POF date. I was telling you about this earlier. It was in Kitchener, Ontario. And
what's the OHL team from Kitchener?
The Rangers? Yeah, Kitchener Rangers.
So
I would go to I remember I was on POF and this girl sends me a picture and she looked like a little bit chunky, which I'm cool with. I don't mind a little bit. Yeah. I like a little bit pushing. I like ladies with nice, it gives a nice curve. So anyway, this girl, it
doesn't matter what they look like. Just be honest.
Yeah, as long as I got a warm pocket for my D-hole. No, so I see a picture of the girl and she's like, yeah, you want to come meet up? Like, me and my friends want to have some fun. I'm like, you and your friends? I'm like, holy fuck. I've had sex maybe 3 times in my life at this point. And I'm like, yeah, like that'd be awesome. Like let's double the amount of sex I've had in one go in my life. That's crazy, right? Jackpot. So I get on the bus to go meet up these girls at the mall, and I get off the bus, and I'm scanning we'll meet at the front entrance of the mall, and I'm scanning, and I see it looks like literally 3 pumpkins standing there, right? I don't want to be insulted. I'm not making fun of fat people, but it looked like literally beach balls with limbs sticking out of them. You couldn't even see that. It was crazy. Like these people you could roll these things down the street if they tucked in.
It was like the girl who ate the blue candy in Willy Wonka.
And I'm sure they will make someone happy and beautiful these days. It's whatever. They'll make someone happy, and someone might find them attractive, but it wasn't me on that day, right? Because their pictures did not look like that at all. I was lied to. I was deceived to. I was tricked. So
you were catfish.
I was catfish, and I get off the bus. I see him, and then I go, whoa, and I just turn right back on. I get right back on the bus, and then they start sending me messages like, "Where are you? We waited for you." I'm like, "Yeah, I showed up, and I couldn't see you." And they're like, "You couldn't miss us."
How could you miss us? You wouldn't be able to. I assure you.
Didn't you see those 3 asteroids rocketing towards Earth? Oh yeah. Oh, that was you?
Oh, I did. I
ran for my safety bunker. Thought the globe was ending. I didn't know I was meeting you at the mall.
Oh fuck.
And I have no problem with fat people.
No,
until they start inconveniencing me directly, like when you're on a bus.
Start eating my food.
Keep your head. Yeah, it's like people. It's like, you know when people used to say, "Yeah, I don't mind gay people as long as they don't hit on me."
Yeah, you know, I don't mind fat people as long as they don't eat my sandwich.
That's so fucking good. That's golden. Stay away from my sandwich.
Seriously. Anybody stays the fuck away from my sandwich.
Yeah, no. I don't mind factory workers as long as they don't start building the stuff I need to build. No, ran out of juice on that one. Where's the OJ? We need some more juice in the building.
Where's the juice?
Who is the? Oh man, that's funny, dude. POF. So POF, plenty of fish. It was the word. I remember once I met a girl in POF, plenty of fish, and we met up, and she was like, first thing she said, she's like, "I'm not gonna have sex with you tonight," and I had no plans on having sex with her.
Yeah,
so I'm like, all right, cool, no problem. And she's like, and then like we're fooling around. She just giving me a hand job like in this park. And like, this is awesome.
That escalated quickly.
Yeah, well, not right away, but like, it was about 30 minutes later.
She was like, "I'm not having sex with you, but let's go to the park and I'll give you a hand job."
Pretty much. And we're fooling around, and then she's like, "Do you want to go to the baseball diamond?" I'm like, "There's no one's playing the baseball diamond at the time. It's this big enclosed area."
We're gonna go watch a game. There's no games happening right now.
Yeah, that's how dumb I was, right? I remember one time this girl invited me to her house for lunch. I come in, and she's like, "You want to come out to my room?" I'm like, "You got Battletoads on Nintendo? I love that game." She's like, "Yeah, but we could go up to my room." I'm just like, "No, but Battletoads, like it's down here. Why would you go up to your room and Battletoads is down here on Nintendo?" Like I had no idea she wanted me to go upstairs. So anyway.
The innocence of being a child, right?
Where was I?
And not caring about sex.
Oh, I forgot where.
Oh fuck.
The park. Yeah, the POF. And this girl, we end up fooling around on the mound of a baseball diamond. Crazy ass hookup. We on the mound. First date.
But she wasn't there to have sex.
No, and that's the crazy because it left nowhere to go. And of course it didn't work out. You can't have sex on the first date. But of course, as a guy, you're not going to say no to sex on the first date. So it's really up to the woman to deny the sex on the first date. Let's be realistic.
It's a trap. You're right. It's a trap.
No, because it is. It's true. And it's the girl. It's the same with the girl. The girl's going to be like, yeah, okay. If a girl goes to have sex with you on the first date, and you
that just turns it into a one night thing, basically.
Yeah.
Which is, I guess, what the online dating thing was probably when it first came around, and that's why she introduced herself with, "I'm not here to have sex," but then
then of course they are. Why can't you just be honest?
Why can't we just come to these things and just say that we're here to fuck?
Yes, sometimes that is the sitch.
Yeah.
But what about Tinder? Or what about you on POF? Have you had any plenty of fish stories?
I mean, like I think POF is like a lot like MySpace to Tinder as Facebook. You know, like the. You know,
it's gone.
It's like the old thing. I had a little bit of experience with POF, but I just didn't really. I thought it's all weird, you know.
Yeah, it was weird.
And now with Tinder, I just I haven't really had much luck either with it because I don't really care too much to like try and. You know, it's like really a weird. It's just a weird. You know it's a weird Tinder, phone game.
Tinder should just be called judging a book by its cover.
Yes, definitely.
That's it.
It's like. Yeah, I don't know. It's a really weird system of like swiping and like I mean getting matches and then
you don't have to explain Tinder. They
I know, but then you get your matches and then you don't talk to them and it's like I don't know. It's weird. maybe I should send some messages out, but I don't give a fuck.
No, it's just knowing in your head, oh, I matched with this person.
Yeah,
Whoa.
it's kind of like it's a validation of yourself.
I had a buddy, Jay.
How many matches can you get out of the swipes that you've taken or something?
You need it's an art. Really, work on it. I had a buddy, Jay, who was like a Tinder text message emoji master. When emojis first came out.
Yeah, and now you can GIF.
Because this is the thing. When I had a problem with online dating, my problem is that when you're messaging or texting people, my sense of humor doesn't come across. You can't send sarcasm.
Yeah, no, totally, no. It just doesn't.
Yeah, you can't send sarcasm on that shit. So, like, my buddy Jay was like, dude, you just gotta. He'd be like, just send this, and then with like a winky face at the end. And I'm like, no way, that's not gonna work. And then he'd be like, just do it. So like, I'd do it. Then this girl would be like, you wanna come over to my place? And be like, what the fuck, dude? Like, you just. Like a magician with the emojis. You give this guy
he's
6
the Tinder whisperer.
The Tinder whisperer, seriously. You give this guy 6 emojis, he'll freaking get any girl's pants off. 6 emojis. That's all I need.
Is one of them the
it's like the eggplant, wink,
the squirty fucking one.
I think he's in a relationship now with an awesome girl, so it's like going awesome for him. It's good to see that. Yeah. But like this dude, when he wants to, like he'd have what he called a stable.
If he wanted to, he could have a side chick at any time.
No, but the thing is, here's the thing. I convince myself I'm pretty good with the ladies. Like when I'm all right with the ladies.
Yeah.
I mean, I got an awesome girlfriend now, but like growing up, it was this delusional thing as a guy. You wake up every day thinking that you can beat up any guy in a fight and get any girl you want.
I still think that.
Yeah, it's honest. You wake up, I'd see guys, like, I think Mike Tyson, yeah, I'd get that shot in on him. I'd get that sucker punch.
Ever since Will Smith made that song, I've thought, maybe I could do it too.
Do what?
Beat Mike Tyson.
What's the song?
Yeah, I can beat Mike Tyson. There's a Will Smith song called "I Can Beat Mike Tyson."
I'm on the Will Smith discography,
bro. It was before Big Jiggy style.
You just leave the house, put on your headphones, but it's just Will Smith on your playlist.
I used to work at this golf course in Sundry.
Was it owned by Will Smith?
It wasn't owned by Will Smith, but I used to have like one of those little MP3 players, and it had Will Smith's first album on it, and I was on there. I think I can knock out Mike Tyson, or I think I can beat Mike Tyson, or something like that.
Okay, exactly. So even a guy like Will Smith, top of his game,
yeah,
one of the biggest actors in Hollywood, still
I could beat him up.
I bet I could beat up Will Smith, easy. And it's no. Will Smith could beat me up. I could beat the shit out of his son though, no problem.
Oh my god.
Jayden?
Yeah.
You think so?
Yeah, I think so.
No, I'm not saying I would. It's not a threat to Jayden Smith.
I think
this is not a threat to Jayden Smith. This is not a threat to Jayden Smith. I could kick your ass. I could kick your.
I don't know, man. He's the karate.
I could kick your fucking ass, Jayden Smith. I'm not gonna. I could. It's not a threat though. Politically, I'll just.
That's what Alex Jones kept saying to Joe Rogan.
Oh my God.
I'm gonna slit your throat like a Christmas hog. Politically. It's the perfect way to get rid of a.
Get out of a threat that you've. That you've issued. Or you can issue any threat, but as long as you say
politically,
you're gonna politically do it. It's you're safe.
Or in the pose of a question, like, how about I kick your ass for you?
What is
right?
No.
Say think about it. Hey, how about I jam this cup of coffee up your nostrils for you? I'm not threatening you. I'm asking you a question, but it also comes off as a threat. It's perfect.
What if I were to stab you in the face with a soldering iron?
No, see, that's posing the question to anyone. So you're like, what if I
were to?
Yeah, how about
this guy?
Yeah, I guess as long as you pose it with a question mark at the last word, it can be anything.
Yeah.
How about I stab this Phillips screwdriver in your mouth for you? Is that a question or a threat? You tell me.
I'm asking you.
So really good info here, guys. You're going to want to soak this in. We're teaching you ways to threaten people and get away with it legally.
Yeah.
Jayden Smith. I'm not saying I'm going to kick your ass. I'm not saying it. And if you got lawyers, I'll kick their asses too. Jayden Smith. Fucking.
Wax on, wax off my ass, motherfucker.
Jayden Smith managed to ruin a Jackie Chan movie.
Yeah.
It's so rare to see Jackie Chan in a movie I didn't enjoy.
I love that song he did. I whip my hair back and forth.
Jayden?
Yeah.
You like that song?
No, I think that was Willow, actually.
Well, okay, you know what? I think we're gonna have to reevaluate our friendship. I like that. I really like that. Anyone who says I really like that Jayden Smith song, I don't think I can have over.
How does it go? I'm an icon.
Once again, I'm not up to.
I am an icon living.
I'm not up to verse on the Jayden Smith documentary.
He's already got a documentary.
Yeah, on his life.
Yeah.
One of the greatest rappers of all time, Jayden Smith.
He's already an icon. Self-described.
Oh, that's funny.
Only wrestlers can call themselves an icon, and it'd be okay.
Only wrestlers?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, like, if a fucking teenage rapper calls himself an icon, what does that mean?
Oh, yeah, you can't be a self-proclaimed icon.
Well, I mean, unless you're...
Like Kanye West.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
Oh, speaking of Kanye West,
John
thinking of Kanye West makes me think of how badly I've had to take shits and pisses before.
Oh my god.
I mean, isn't it the first thing that pops into your head when you think of Kanye West?
I mean, I'm so torn with that because he's such a shithead now. But I love his music.
So good.
I loved his.
Oh my god, Graduate.
Not as much. Yeah.
One of my favorite songs. Everything I Am is one of my favorite
songs.
College
Dropout. And like, for Christ's sakes, he recorded a goddamn song with his jaw wired shut.
But he could still fit his own D in there.
Yeah.
He was blowing himself. That's how he got so good. Consumed his own energy. Some weird snake swallowing its own tail kind of thing. I'm Kanye West.
It's some sort of Illuminati shit.
Yeah, for sure. He's an Illuminati.
Definitely.
The Nazis? Illuminazis? Oh, illuminated Nazis. I think we just figured it out. They're all Nazis.
We've cracked the code.
The code has been cracked.
Yeah.
Our computer just blows up. Oh, yeah, but... dude.
Taking shit.
I was saying, so when you're walking down the street... You just look around. Everything seems normal, but the second you have to go to the bathroom,
you've had your first coffee.
Had your first coffee, maybe a double gulp, a couple sips of a triple gulp.
Smoked your first dart.
Had a dart.
Both good fucking diuretics in your life.
It kicks in. You smoke a joint. You really have to take a piss.
There's the third one. Oh my god.
And then all of a sudden, every place you look, just becomes a potential bathroom.
Yes. Maybe not for the ladies because they don't have the same.
No, for the ladies, I've seen chicks piss between cars
for sure
many times.
I mean,
hell, I've taken pictures of it secretly. Posted on my website, chickspeeingBetweenCars.com. You should check it out. Sponsored by Two Gay Dudes. Super.
Two gay fucks.
Come
Come on, 2 gay dudes was already taken.
Yeah, you're not gay if you have 1 gay fuck. It's yours. You have to have 2. First one is like a maybe.
It takes 2, baby.
Yeah, first one is questionable.
Me and you.
Dude, we're not. I just want to make sure all the ladies out there know, in case things don't work out with me and my potential wife in the future, that I'm not gay. Okay. Not that there's anything wrong with that. I think plowing ass is a noble thing to do. Very noble.
Same with eating ass.
I don't know. I'm not a big. I ate ass like back in the day, and I got really sick once after it.
Oh.
Really sick.
I'll have to watch out for that.
No. Sorry. My girlfriend ate my ass, and she got sick. That's what happened.
How can you confuse those together?
I remember, and then afterwards, she told me, she's like, so how'd you like that finger? I'm like, what finger? She's like, I had my finger up your ass. I'm like, no, you didn't. I thought you were eating it. She's like, oh yeah. I'm like, I feel so violated. Like, I'm curled up in like a cushion, but I felt really fucking. I was like, I was making noises.
Did she feel a lump or anything?
I don't know. She felt one after I hit her in the eye. I beat my old girlfriend.
No, finger in my ass.
No, you see, here's the thing. When I say, let me verify this. When I say stuff like, I beat my old girlfriend, I find it so ridiculous and insane and stupid to hit a woman or to be racist or to do anything like that, that I think I'd make jokes about it because it's insane, right? So when I go, I don't mean that, all right? So if anyone who's going to listen to this, which would be like the 10 people, I'm sure 8 of them are going to be like, he said he'll hit a wall.
Yeah, but he's joking.
Yeah, and I would, if like Ronda Rousey was coming at me, like a hallway, all the doors locked, nightmare style, filling up with water, I'm throwing down.
Yep. I would fight her and lose.
Oh my god, she would destroy me. I've come to terms with that recently. I used to think all the time that like I could just kick a girl's ass because I was meant to protect girl. My dad was always like, always stand up for a woman, you see you're gonna hit, and that's a good thing to do. But then these days, it's like there are females out there who are just strong, built to destroy.
They're fucking savages
Terminators, just like deadly. And it's like, yeah, I would just get destroyed. And it's something. It's an ego shattering.
Brandy Savage.
Is there a Brandy Savage?
No.
That's a great name for a female wrestler.
For sure, it wouldn't work.
Dude, get a drag thing going on.
I should do it.
Brandy Savage.
Oh, Brandy Savage. Maybe that's my next Halloween costume.
Mm-hmm. Get a drag. I don't even know what that means. Just get a drag.
Yeah.
He's doing something funny with his hands. You guys, we need visuals on that.
I know. We need to get. I was
really missed
I
it.
was imitating the Macho Man,
Yeah.
Randy Savage.
Because it's better when...
He's a very visual character, you know? I mean, he's very audible too, but you gotta see what he's doing at the same time. Like, I mean, he was talking about being the cream of the crop, but also pulling out little creamers at the same time.
Which is weird, because I've never enjoyed creamed corn. Actually, that's not true.
Nah, he's not talking about cream corn. He's
But
talking
that's
about
the
the cream in
reference
your
to
coffee.
But cream of the crop.
Oh yeah, cream of the crop. But he's also talking about the cream rises to the top.
Which one is it?
Both.
No.
He was the cream of the crop.
Only one of us can be right.
Pull it up!
Pull it up! No, I refuse. This show, we will never use Google to fact check. Because that's a new that's a show rule. I'm writing it down. Nope. Show rule number 1 on Two Broke Fawks / Spazcastic.
Yeah, I'm gonna use Safari then.
Jeeves. You can only ask Jeeves. No.
Alexa?
No, don't even say her name in this house. Can't say the word Alexa. Oh man, you ever? Oh, all right. So. Oh, Loogie!
Hey, hack another dart, why don't you?
He's coming to town. Uncle Loogie,
So,
coming to dinner. Oh yeah, what else do we want to talk about this week here on Two Broke Fawks? How money-making schemes. I feel like we need some money-making schemes. You know when you get to that point where
since we are two broke fucks, maybe that could be one of our segments here. What's the next money-making scheme of the week?
Dude, for sure. Money-making scheme, because the point is, when you get to, I don't know if you guys have been here, but most of us live check to check. And
yes.
I'm sure, you get to the point where all of a
Unless
sudden
you're James Patterson.
James Patterson. I don't know, who's James Patterson? Explain.
I think he's some sort of car salesman, big fucking
Speak
wig.
to me, Myles, not to the mic.
He's some sort of big wig motherfucker, and he needs to fucking maybe stop selling so many cars and give me.
Jim Patterson.
Oh, that's like, isn't his name James?
No, it's Jim.
Okay, Jim Patterson.
We don't want to, dude. I want to badmouth Jim Patterson out here. That guy lives like next door to me. He's gonna.
I think he's listening right now. Or to the podcast, Two Broke Fucks, because he wants to take us out. Because we're, I don't know.
But what I was saying is that when you're broke, like us, we get to a point in society. We get to a point where you're looking at shit, and it's not normal anymore. You walk by a Brinks truck, and you're just like, you start thinking, how am I gonna actually knock this fucking Brinks truck off?
I've definitely done that in my life.
Yeah, you're in a McDonald's late at night. You're thinking how, and it's
How the fuck can I do
that? Because when you're living, I'm living check to check, and I'm at a point now where there's not a lot of checks coming in. I do odd jobs here and there in case anyone needs a voice actor or a great rapper, rippity rap rap, snappity snip snap. I'm good at that, but
he's a lot like Parappa the Rapper.
Thank you. That was a great game, Parappa.
Parappa the Rapper. That's where you learn your styles. Right?
Top 2,500 of all time. I'd like to say, but so we get to that point where you're so broke, where you just things to see. You look at people in suits. You're like, I want to follow that guy around and just fucking kick him in the back of his knees.
Where'd I leave my ski mask?
Yeah, you're spending the money you have to invest in ways to like scam people. And I'm not there right now, but I've been there in my life. And a good thing to help people out there listening to this podcast, if you're in this situation where you're broke, you're thinking we're gonna help you now with some random money making scam ideas that we're gonna spitball.
And when we were saying scam people, I wouldn't say like regular people. We're talking about we're not gonna be like scam artists, trying to scam like people out of their fucking retirement money or something.
No, definitely not. Like
we're talking about the rich, the ultra rich. The
looms.
Yeah, the fucking one.
Can I share my motto with you?
Yeah.
I have a stealing motto. So I used to steal quite a bit when I was growing up, and I'd feel bad if you take from a person. Once I took from a person at a gym.
That's when you feel
felt horrible.
things.
I felt horrible. And I noticed when I stole from 7-Elevens, like I'd take a chocolate bar, and I wouldn't feel bad about it, right? So I came up with this theory is that it's all right to take from corporations, but not from mom and pop shops. So you never take from businesses that are owned from people who live in your neighborhood or your community, because that's stealing from the community. But when you take from a corporation that is operated in some place offshore, that's just, you're not really harming anyone from your vicinity. You're screwing over these people who have so much money. I never felt bad because they pretty much screwed us over. And that's my mentality on the stealing, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I don't steal anymore, but I will say when I used to drink, I would wake up sometimes after nights of being blackout drunk with just like hundreds of dollars of beef jerky in my pockets.
That's definitely a classic drug stealing.
Like so much where you'd be like, there's no way I had enough money in my bank account to buy this much beef jerky. I had like $50 in my bank, and this is like, and then one time I went back to the shortstop and I like with like some beef jerky, and I'm like, I think I was in here last night. The guy's like, oh yeah, you were. I was like, here man, let me. And I got like I paid the guy some money and shit. No, he's like, no, I went to go pay. He's like, don't worry about it, just don't do that anymore. Because like I'd go in all the time. I knew I was winning there all. It was a store, but I went in blackout drunk.
Yeah.
After years of never stealing anything, I just like wanted, for some reason, felt like I needed all the beef jerky.
Had that itch.
Yeah, one wasn't enough. I needed all of it. Not one, and it came from, and it came from.
Meat.
It must have, because when I was a kid growing up, me and my buddy Jeff W.
What kind of beef jerky was it?
Dude, every kind of beef jerky. It was like teriyaki. It was honestly every single. It was like not just the thick ones, the skinny ones, the hot rods.
Where did I wonder?
Oh, I have no idea. It was in my pockets of my jacket. It was in the sleeves. It was insane. But I think it came from taking all of it, or trying to take all of it. Came from growing up. I used to have stealing competitions with my buddy Jeff at 7-Eleven when we were in like grade 5.
Yeah.
5 or 6. And one time we had a sour key stealing competition. He's like,
My favorite
he's like
candy in the world.
And normally he would usually beat me. So I was like, I'm not going to let him beat me this time. So I went in, and there was a whole box of sour keys, like a whole container. So I just went in, dropped down, opened up my backpack, took the whole box, put it in. And there was one that was left over with like 5 or 6, but I took the full one from behind it, right? And like put it in. And then like I walk out. No one even looks at me, because my whole theory was the most noticeable, the least heat. I just walk in, say hi to the cashier, open my bag, put you in it, walk back up, ask for a resume. Hey, can I get a resume if I get a job here? It's the classic. If you ask for an application on your way out there, you never suspect it. And I walked out. I didn't do it this time because I'm in grade 5. And I walk out with my backpack, and Jeff's just like, yo, how many sour keys did you get? I'm like, all of them. He's like, what do you mean? He's like, I'll get every single one. He's like, no way. He runs in. He looks in the scene, looking at the candy section, comes around. He's like, that's not fair. You can't take all the sour keys. I'm like, I win, motherfucker. I win. Ah. Yeah, it was great, man. It was, dude. So I think that's why maybe I win for all the beef jerky. But it's not good. It isn't good to steal, though, generally. No. I'm not promoting stealing.
We're ex-degenerates.
Ex-degenerates, yes. It's the ex-degenerate-y, Spazcastic-y, too broke fucky. So what are some ways to avoid that? So I think lemonade stands have been big in the past for kids. What are some things that adults can sell on the street that that's not lemonade?
Our dicks.
Yes, there is that. We could be gigolos.
I think.
But let's try being wholesome for everyone, because we don't want to instantly go to prostitution.
What if we were to throw on some bikinis and do a car wash?
It's been done.
Not very original.
Not original. Dude, I want to stop you right there. Worst idea I've ever heard in my life. I've heard a lot of bad ideas.
I know you're right.
Us doing a car wash.
You would look horrible in a bikini.
You would pull it off though. I can see you in a pink bikini.
Hey, yeah, that's my color.
I only see it every time I close my eyes.
2 gay bucks.
Too gay all the time.
Watch out, Jayden Smith. I'm coming for you.
He's coming in your hair.
No, but wait. What were so ideas for people? No, I'm sorry. I don't want to bash your ideas too much, but the car wash, I don't think that would work because I can't wash very good.
And it's fucking cold outside.
Yeah, no, and people can do it better. And it's been done. What's something we can do that has okay.
Can we sell crack?
Okay, it's prostitution, selling crack. Okay, our goal here, is to help people not be as degenerate. We want to get people,
but as long as it's not us.
No. See, I'm looking out for the people. Then just steal. We're trying to get people to not. We might as well just steal them, right? We're trying to promote.
I'm kind of just stuck in the.
You're stuck in the degen phase. You're gonna need a nice degen cleanse. A degen cleanse. Dude,
I might look to Alex Jones to get cleansed.
That's what we do. You gotta get the cleansing.
The cleansing.
No, but to get that,
they need to be washed before they're cleansed.
Think about that. A degen cleanse. That's what we could offer. All right. Instead of lemonade stands on the street, all right, we offer a degen cleanse. So we find people who are degenerates. We bring them on like camping trips to the woods, to keep them away from like heroin and all that shit. We go to the woods. We get some nice bacon and eggs on this cast iron pan over a hot fire. Fucking hang your sacks in the trees to keep it away from bear. There's like old school shit. Teach them survival skills. Degen cleanse.
I found a hole though in this.
A bunch of junkies in the woods.
And how do they pay? How are they going to pay us?
It'd be government funded.
then we're on to something.
Yeah, knuckle bomb.
There we go.
D-Gen Clowns.
That is two gay fucks.
Two broke.
Not for long.
Two broke. That's a great idea, actually. The D-Gen cleanse.
Yeah.
So we bring people. So what would be some activities in the woods we do on the D-Gen cleanse? Archery. No, we can't do bad. That's the first. That's the worst.
I almost agreed with you.
No, because it sounds fun, but you want to wait till the shakes reside.
Yeah.
If there's a bunch of people coming down off heavy drugs, you're not gonna want them being like.
Maybe
he hits you. He's like bullseye. Takes your wallet, runs off into the woods.
So I guess like crochet and knitting is out of the question.
No shark. Okay, hikes. Hikes are good.
Hikes, yeah, they can walk it off, right?
Yeah, that's what you do with addiction. You just walk it off.
You're addicted to fentanyl? Just walk it off.
I'm gonna prescribe you about 2,600 miles of walking it off.
Yeah, get back to me in the morning.
I'm just kidding. You're gonna be gone for a while. It's a pretty long hike. No, that's it. I think the D-Gen cleanse could work. So no, okay, look, we're gonna have to trust a couple of them with hatchets.
After the shakes.
Because I was thinking this, when you're walking down the street and you see a homeless guy or a dude in a tent in the street, I always feel bad. And it's not because they're necessarily homeless, it's because they have a shitty camp spot. I'm like, that's the shittiest camp spot I've ever seen. I'm like, you don't have to worry about bears or anything, but like, there's a good chance that rats could carry you away to the sewer world. You know? It's like you go to bed in a tent in the streets.
Take me away, Splinter.
You have been chosen to be sacrificed.
Just drink this ooze.
The secret of the ooze. Yeah, that could be a good name for a porn movie too. See, we're referencing Ninja Turtles 2 for anyone out there who's not on board.
Not above the age of 25. Taking bong tokes as we're two broke fucks. That's what we do. And
let's be realistic.
Getting high.
Yeah, that was a dirty ass bong.
That was a popper.
Popper hit.
Don't lie.
There's a little bit of back in there.
Dirty popper.
Okay.
Taking a quick piss break here.
Feel free. Okay, so what are some other ideas that we can do for the D-Gen cleanse?
The D-Gen cleanse. What are some ideas? Maybe cooking class or something like that, maybe, or I don't know. I think hiking would be a good start for sure.
Dodgeball's fun.
Dodgeball, if they can dodge a bus.
Oh wait, and here's how we really make the money. We say it's a D-Gen cleanse, but then we charge rich people like $10,000 just to hunt them.
Oh,
surviving the game stuff. Surviving the game.
And then we make a movie out of it too, so we double down. And,
oh my god, dude.
Bro.
No, but secretly, it's for the broke dudes to hunt the rich people.
Oh. So we get the rich fucks to pay us to be hunted.
Yes.
Oh.
That's genius.
I fucking love it.
How are we so broke?
Good thing this fucking idea's just come along, because I think this might be the last episode of Two Fucks.
Hunting a rich person would be too easy. They'd be like, oh my, champagne's cold.
But I mean, these guys are junkies, so they're probably not it would take them a while to get these.
No, this is after we've trained them,
because they try and drink the champagne.
No, okay. So this is how the D-Gen cleanse works. 2 weeks in the woods, you get off your shit, and then you follow it up with a hunting of the rich people.
So we kind of are training them. We're training them to hunt the rich people.
And look, we're not talking about like self-made millionaires and people who've worked their ass off for money. We're talking about mainly Jayden fucking Smith and Kevin O'Leary.
Kevin O'Leary and Jayden Smith.
You guys are going down.
Yeah.
You're gonna come out. And they'd probably be the first ones on. Kevin O'Leary would be there first. If you could hunt, if there was a place where you could hunt homeless people, Kevin O'Leary would be the first guy.
He would for sure be at the front lines.
Yeah.
So it would make it easier for our just rehabilitated junkies.
Going on about the eggs Benedict he had in the morning. That was delicious.
They didn't make it medium poached.
Oh, dude, I had this thought. I heard Kevin O'Leary in an interview once. He said, "You can never have too much money. You can never have too much money. You know, and I was just thinking, I'd love to see him in a situation where he actually
had not enough money.
No, where he had too much money. And I was thinking, all right, so here's the sitch. The banks have shut down. Society's collapsed. He's got all his money taken out, withdrawn. He's walking around with like, 75 pounds worth of fucking millions of dollars, right?
Yeah.
A pack of wild dogs fucking comes upon him. And he's trying to run, but he can't. He's weighed down by all his money, and they just rip him to shreds. And he's just like, I'm like, looks like it's too much money now, isn't it? There is too much money. If you have enough money to buy an island,
you should buy that island.
If you
Fuck
should,
off.
if you and have $10 million after it, too much money. You should just buy that island and fuck off. It's called Fuck Off Island. Yeah. Next trip, you're going to it. Fuck Off. That'd be hilarious reality series.
Yeah.
Next on Fuck Off Island. We've gathered the 12 richest people in America and made them fuck off.
They all think that they bought this island.
But really, they're being hunted by James Hammond. On the show this season, Jayden Smith, Kevin O'Leary. Garth Brooks.
Oh, yes.
Garth Brooks shows up. Who am I hunting, Garth or Chris Gaines?
Chris Gaines has been erased from my memory.
But there's some celebrities who are cool.
Yeah, I'm sure there
Like
are.
Antonio Banderas.
Oh, Soto.
What happened to that dude?
Puss in Boots.
From Shrek?
That's his voice, right? So
That's what he does.
Ruined his career.
That's what's happened to everyone. I'm convinced he's...
Actually, you know what? He's made. He had it made now. He just fucking comes to work in sweats and fucking...
Conspiracy alert! Conspiracy alert! Antonio Banderas has been cryogenically frozen, and they're using his voice just like from beyond the grave.
Damn.
Every voice actor, cryogenically frozen. Eminem, clone. World, flat. I'm just saying this to put in the tagline.
Two conspiracy fucks.
Two conspiracy fucks. next on Two Conspiracy Fucks.
Actually, dude, I was thinking of a conspiracy. All right, want to hear one?
Yeah.
All right. So what's the first thing?
Shoot.
What's the first thing kids are told when they're growing up? What's the first thing you
Want to touch the birdie?
You were raised at the Vatican, obviously. No, it's usually okay. So most kids, it's usually
Most kids.
I think it's. Correct me if I'm wrong. It would be no. Don't do that. Don't do that. No. Kid goes to like touch a toaster. No. Don't do that. No. So you're constantly told from the beginning of birth. From an age where you're taking the thoughts, no, you can't do it. No, you can't do it. So I think it'd be better if your kids are told they can do anything. Anything is possible, but I suggest that you don't do that. And here's the reasons why. You explain, like, you don't touch that because it's hot. And in the sentence, you can be like, watch out. Instead of saying, no, don't do it, you'd be like, watch out. And then you can startle them into not doing it. But and the thing is, when you're young, your bones you have about way more bones in your bodies, right? There's about 300, and they all form. So imagine if you were taught a certain way, your bones could form in ways that could make you like a superhero human almost. Like, to the point where it's like, if I think I can jump 30 feet in the air, my bones are going to fuse in a way to make it possible. What if I think that that's not a possibility? You're not going to fuse in that way.
I will evolve.
So why, and the main conspiracy though was with the baby carriages, right?
Okay.
And you think about the baby carriages, you have the ones that make you face your mother or whoever's pushing, and the ones that face outwards. And I'd love to do a study and see how the kids who have faced inwards are growing up and how the ones who face outwards. When you're pushed around, you see the whole rest of the world.
Yeah.
Or the whole time you just see your mom. You're going to be a way more fucking big pussy. Most of school shooters are going to be the kids who fucking were faced inward the whole time, looking at their mom their whole entire fucking life for 5 years, just like, I hate this face.
I want to kill her already.
Yeah, exactly. Who knows how that happens, right? But I think there's a conspiracy there, huh? Maybe? Conspiracy alert? Or not conspiracy?
Ding, 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 ding. Two conspiracy fucks.
Next on Two Conspiracy Fucks.
Sounds like we're about to bang every time we say that.
Two gay fucks. Call back.
Holly!
So yeah, fucking A, man. Two broke fucks.
Oh, dude. Okay, so I also want to do a thing where we, what's going on with the politics right now? Is there
Politics?
Should we talk? Fuck politics. I fucking don't like politics.
I mean, like, the world is so politic driven. Media and art is so politic driven right now. Like, it's overwhelming. So I mean, maybe we'll lay off the politics.
You left? Are you right? Are you right? Are you left?
We're all in this together, kids.
Then you got people that say, I'm just in the middle.
I don't vote.
I don't vote. Fuck it. That's probably the smartest thing to do, actually. Don't vote. I think that's a good place to... We try to get into... That's our stance on politics. Don't vote.
There's just that problem that when you convince everybody to vote, then all the people that will still vote are the crazy fucking, like, you know...
And dude, I just figured out why we're two broke fucks. Because we don't vote.
We haven't picked the right side
No, we
yet.
didn't pick the right side.
We didn't. Morality's got in the way, or maybe not.
No, for sure. It's, you know what it is? It's just the more you know and the more you learn, the smarter you are when it comes to things outside of your direct spectrum, or like world issues and shit like that, the more depressed you get, right? So it's easy to be like working for a company that does stuff that, you know, whatever, like screws the environment over or uses like third world labor if it's benefiting you and you don't really know about it, right? But the second you kind of watch a documentary on like, you know, the eating of, you know, how chickens are treated in a plant or something, you know, you might think about eating at KFC, right? But a lot of people, if you don't watch that thing, you're just going to always go to KFC, right? Without even thinking about it. So it's like the more you know, the more you think, it's like the more depressed you get about shit. Just gives you more stuff to kind of worry about. So it gets to a point where it's like there is too much to actually... That's like the Alex Jones problem, right? That's what happened. He started worrying about too much shit. The guy was like, all right, conspiracy. And then he's just like,
Yeah, it's way too overwhelming. And if that's not, you're just going to force yourself into some sort of ultra negative, crazy...
Wormhole.
Yeah, exactly.
You're in a wormhole of hate, Alex Jones.
I'm coming for you.
I'm coming for you politically. Of course. I'm gonna slap you across the lips of my dick. Politically.
I'm gonna put my dick inside your asshole politically.
Your ass is gonna get creamed up. Politically. I'm gonna put my tongue deep into your urethra politically.
I don't know why that's the right word.
Two weird fucks.
Two weird
Two
fucks.
gross fucks.
Two gross fucks indeed. I just want to... we were going to talk about sports a little bit, I think, but I just wanted to really get a handle on why Don Cherry got fired.
Also in Canada, and people who watch hockey, you're going to know Don Cherry. Hey, my name's Don Cherry. The guy with,
just a bunch of sick on the ice.
yeah, the guy with the suits,
And
you
the
know,
dog.
and the dog. He got fired recently.
Yeah.
Or let go. And I think when Don Cherry gets fired, who we're really going to have to worry about and feel bad for are his suit makers.
Yeah.
You know, because who's gonna? These guys have been making crazy suits, probably charging $2,000, you know, a suit for the last.
Yeah, they're gonna
be out of business.
They are. They'll just have to get him from the the NBA has their own Don Cherry.
Do they?
Yeah, he's like this.
Ron Cherry?
Ron Cherry.
Ron Derry.
Tim Berry.
I'm scary.
He's
Nips McGarry.
he's a sideline
Flippy McDickswitch. Sandals McToots.
He's a fucking sideline reporter that also wears wacky, crazy jackets.
What's his name?
I'm actually not sure because I don't follow enough basketball to really know.
Porta McPotty.
Porta McPotty.
Hey, Jilly McJangles here with the NBA.
It's Don Cherry's brother, Tom Cherry.
This is a cat.
Yeah. It's a cat in a fucking fancy suit jacket.
It's just that guy who makes the ice cream. Like, I know nothing about sports. I'm a female newscaster. I was joking. They're good stuff. See, it's funny. See, I don't see, you know, making fun of, it's like saying, like, looking where I'm at in society, I can make fun of anything because I'm so goddamn broke.
So it's apparently
Eat my schlangalang.
It's backlash of about calling someone.
All right, so let's get back on track here. This is about Don Cherry, and what's going on?
So apparently he's calling out Sinden as cheap. Who I'm not he must. Who the fuck is Sinden? I'm lost here, so I don't know. I am just disappointed with the fact that he's fired.
You want to hear the sickest Don Cherry story?
Yes.
So my sister's ex-boyfriend
Expected to rejoin Hockey Night in Canada next season.
All right. So my sister's ex-boyfriend.
No, that's old.
My sister's ex-boyfriend, who's also the father of one of her kids, one of my nieces, used to live in Hamilton, and Don Cherry's a chain of restaurants called Don Cherry's. And this guy's dad, so my sister's ex-boyfriend's dad, and his wife were out eating. They're walking out of the Don Cherry's restaurant, and his guy shoulders his wife, Steve's dad's wife.
Whoa.
And he's like, hey, watch it. And then Steve's dad says, the next thing out of your mouth better be an apology. And he's like, fuck, boom, and he just fucking nailed him, knocked him out in the fucking parking lot. That guy, Don Cherry.
Awesome.
Knocked him out in the parking lot.
Wow.
So Don Cherry got knocked out at a parking lot out of Don Cherry's. That's fucking hilarious.
Yes.
Don Cherry got Don Cherry'd at Don Cherry's.
He got cherried.
Yeah, truthful story. Man, I love fucking those stories.
That's amazing. So your uncle knocked out...
Not my uncle,
your step brother.
No, so
Sorry,
my
brother-in-law.
sister's... No blood relation. My sister's ex-boyfriend's dad.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Who's the father of my niece.
Knocked out.
So really
Cherry.
close.
Yeah. Fucking A.
Good guy. Steve, what up?
Shout out to Steve for giving Don Cherry a little bit of, what he deserved. You don't shoulder a lady and
Never
then
shoulder
not
a lady.
apologize.
Doesn't matter.
for
You
it.
figured Don Cherry would be above that, but I guess he's walking into his own restaurant. He feels, who's this to be in my... Don Cherry's, the Don Cherry's. I get Don Cherry's all the time.
He was trying to nail her into the boards.
Don Cherry, Don Cherry, Don Cherry. And I'm Don Cherry. All I say is Don Cherry.
Keep your stick on the ice.
It's like... I imagine him saying that before taking a big hit of meth. It's really funny.
He was the one filming Ford. Rob Ford. Smoking crack.
Yeah. Oh, Don.
It was Don Cherry.
Two conspiracy files.
Don,
The person filming the Rob Ford crack video was in fact Don Cherry.
Donald S. Cherry.
Donald S. Chersicles. Also known as his actor name, Don Cherry.
There you go.
St-
There you go.
So he got fired. Which now he's going to be with us. Maybe we'll get him on the show. We can interview people who've just been fired.
Two broke fucks.
Two broke fucks.
Hey.
This week it's the Three's Company on Two Broke Fucks. But anyway, what are you up to this week? Got any things going on?
No, just actually was just enjoying a 3-day weekend, and I was taking advantage of that by resting my recently injured leg. It's all healed up now, but not completely.
Recently injured. You injured that shit in like the Jurassic period.
I know, it's been a while. It's been a while.
It's been a while. It has been a while.
I don't know. Just resting my leg. So every time I say it's been a while or it's been said, it makes me think of Stained, which is a horrible thing that has happened to me.
And Stand is a song by?
Stained is the band.
Oh, Stained.
Stained is the band that does.
No, I know the song.
It's been a while.
So there's so many bands that sound. I thought it was Nickelback at first. I thought we were gonna go on a Nickelback rant.
Nickelback.
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 I think we should just finish the podcast by doing how many different Nickelback names we can run on. Schmickle Schmack.
I'm out.
Snickle Snack. Tickleback. I used back there too. It still counts.
So yeah, this week, I don't know, basically
crack.
not much. Just tonight's Monday, so I will do what I do every Monday, and that's watch Monday Night Raw.
Chickle Black.
What about you?
I'm just gonna do this for the next 2 weeks. Snickle Stack. Nickelback.
I think you're repeating yourself. He's broken. I'm sorry, guys.
No, what am I doing? I'll be hitting up some stand-up somewhere this week. Let's see, where am I at?
Yeah,
I got a show.
Any plugs?
I got a show in the Nanaimo on the 15th with Bubba's Comedy. I was supposed to do that. That show got canceled. I got I'm doing big show March 15th.
Hey,
It's coming up. The Cheeseburger Picnic in Maple Ridge.
Really?
With Randy from Trailer Park Boys. I get to fucking host that show. So that's going to be sick.
Yeah.
Hosting for fucking old Randy from the Trailer Park Boys. I'll fucking be sitting there chilling.
I think I might try and come out to that.
Oh, you should come out, bud. They're fucking paying me in fucking beer and weed. It's gonna be a fucking sick show. And cheeseburgers. No, it's gonna be a good fucking time. I'm looking for. I used to chill pretty periodically with Sam, the caveman.
Yeah.
From Trailer Park Boys. He'd come into the sometimes he'd come hang out at this place we'd all hang out at, and he'd just tell the craziest stories. Such a funny dude. Hilarious guy, man. He's come in.
It's gonna be interesting to see what Randy has without Jim.
Mr. Leahy. Wow, yeah. R.I.P. One of the funniest Canadian dudes.
For real, legit.
Dunsworth.
Dunsworth for sure. He was awesome, and he did the drunk thing so well. Like,
fucking
holy shit, man.
The piss driblets, Mr. Leahy.
Fuck, man. What a great guy.
John Dunsworth. That's fucking miss that guy, man.
Totally. He is very missed for all Canadians, and
if you guys haven't watched Trailer Park Boys, it's a great show. It's got heart. It's got soul. It's a great Canadian thing.
It's
two Canadian boys.
It's some good Canadian boys there just digging it. Stick up the ice there.
Next on two Canadian boys out here.
two Canadian fucks.
Yeah, I ate our bud. We were just chilling, drinking some beers while we were driving down the street. You know, just running over garbage cans.
Smoking a few darts.
Had a couple darts.
Fucking just got some no chew in.
Couple chews, big chews.
Let's take a big dip of that chew.
No, I'm not north enough. See, it's weird. I was raised in a Canadian town that was like emerging out of a farming community into like a bigger city. Not bigger, like 120,000 people. So it wasn't like super northy hickey. So it wasn't big enough to be a big city, but it wasn't like, you know, small enough to be the small hick town.
Small hick town. Yeah.
So it's a kind of a like suburbs mixed with old towny city hall shit. Like, I don't know. It's hard to explain.
Toronto is Guelph.
About an hour and a half. And I was raised in Guelph. I'm born in Montreal, but raised in the G spot.
Go Habs, go.
Yeah, go Montreal.
Oh yeah, that's something about the two of us.
We're both Habs fans.
We're two Habs fucks.
Two Hab fans.
Two Habs fucks.
Two Habs fucks.
Yeah. Shout out to the Habs.
The Montreal Canadiens are going to be playing. Some versus the Leafs.
Yeah. Fuck, it's so hard watching them play against that good team. Because you just like want them to beat them, but they're so good this year.
The Leafs?
The Leafs.
Yeah, they're
They're
good.
a fucking good
And
team.
here's the thing, and I'm going to tell you now why Montreal fans are better than Toronto Maple Leaf fans, all right? Because let me rant for a second.
Yep.
Montreal fans, when the Leafs do good, we can admit it. You can say, you know what? Good stuff. We'll see you in the playoffs.
Yep.
You know?
Hopefully
the Leafs,
we'll see you in the
when
playoffs.
I've seen this by Leafs fans. I used to work at a bar, and when the Leafs didn't make the playoffs one year, they went out. The Leafs fans didn't make the playoffs. So they went out, they bought Boston jerseys and cheered against Montreal. And I was like, you guys are scumbags. They're like, fuck Montreal. I'm like, you guys. And the thing is, Montreal, we have the best fans. Because we riot, win or lose. It doesn't matter. We go crazy. We freaking push cars. We burn shit over. The only way Montreal's not seen a riot is if there's a tie. That's the only way.
That doesn't happen anymore.
No, the city burns. Any game in the playoffs where it's going down.
Beautiful.
It's done.
It's very European, you know, like soccer.
Over sports in Montreal, they get nuts up there. Shout out to TBS out of Montreal once again.
Hey, TBS.
TBS, let's
we
get it,
didn't
kid.
actually shut them out on this one. We did it earlier.
Earlier.
So this is the shout out to TBS.
Shout out to TBS.
Man boy, still riding his high horse.
Hell yeah, man boy.
Yeah,
TBS, the man boy.
6 rings. 6 rings.
6 rings. Oh, he's probably out there. He loves Brady so much. Oh, Brady versus. Oh, that would be good. Who would win in a fight? Brady versus Belichick.
Yeah, I think we were discussing this earlier. I think that if it was a technical in-ring fight, it would probably go to the athletic Brady.
But if it was like anything out of the ring in an unsanctioned match, you know, Belichick's got that weird like gypsy sorcery power. He's been doing some black magic stuff out there.
You always see him on the sidelines with his hood up, looking like a Sith Lord or something like that.
Yeah, and that was perfect. The football's a great analogy for like the Illuminati and how the power structure works.
Yeah,
You got like the
totally.
quarterback on the field telling the lineman what to do, telling the running back, telling the wide receivers. He doesn't really know much is going on, though. He's just following orders from the coach. He's telling him what to do. He's following orders from the dude in the room. He's probably on like a headset with some like alien in a mothership. Like, I got money on the Kansas City Chiefs. You know, missed the field goal. Missed the field goal. Bing, bing. Make sure to goes to the ref. I don't know. The NFL's rigged. That's what I'm trying to say. But I don't know.
That's why you should support the XFL.
Yeah, and if you want to, speaking of support, if you want to support us here at Two Broke Fox, feel free to send us any kind of, money increments to keep us going at jameshammondcomedy.com. No, jameshammond at gmail.com. We're Two Broke Fox, so it wouldn't be a real show if we didn't do some kind of pitch for money. We got sponsors now, but we're looking for more.
We too. You didn't mention the sponsor actually.
Oh, Fukushima Moon Rockets. They sponsor everything I do. I love those guys. They're great. It's a joint made with distillate, keef, and your finest herb. It's got sauce in it now, actually. So Fukushima Moon Rockets. Check them out online. Moonrockets.com, Fukushima Moon Rocket, prerollfactory.com. A lot of places you can find them.
Fucking blast off with some Fukis.
Yeah, blast off. Blast off. Fukushima! That's the commercial for it right there. Boom.
That came from our soundboard just now.
No, there's a Japanese guy in here with us. Say that again, Carl. Fukushima! He's a Japanese guy named Carl. He's pretty cool. You found him on the street. All he says is, say it. Fukushima! All right. Well, that seems like a good spot to end off.
Yeah, I mean, fucking A.
Yeah, so this has been Two Broke Fucks for the first cast. I've been James Hammond. Check me out online, James Hammond Comedy, YouTube, jameshammondcomedy.com. Some of my music, Locust, Sammy Gravis, some battles on King of the Dot under Locust Verse on YouTube. Check out some of that stuff if you're interested in hip-hop or music. Check me out at the Cheeseburger Picnic on the 15th of March in Maple Ridge.
Yeah, if you want to come check me out at Pottery Barn
Pottery
Kids.
Barn Kids, I'll be down there hooking you up.
You could pick up a nice Cameron dresser for your for your kid's room, and I'll fucking